So, good evening, class, everybody. How are you? So, before I start my class, that I want to emphasize something, and I sent Microsoft team invitation to everybody in my class. So, I want to make sure that you got that team invitation. So, let me go through. Microsoft Teams is a communication tool. Actually, we will use this tool as a convenient communication tool for collaborative and easy communication. So if you go here, so then I think some of you already got this invitation, and is there anybody that you did not receive any invitation through Microsoft Teams app? So please come in and please add yourself. So far I recall, I added everybody. So I just need you to type in your net ID. So please come in and then type in your net ID. Anyone else? So there is, yes, please come in. There is a mobile app for both iOS and Android version. Okay. Type in your net ID, please. I did. Are you on section 3? Are you registered? I'm not sure. Do you have yours? We can check with someone else. Can you please come in? Let me check. Yeah, could you please wait? Yeah, you please come in. Next. This one. Select and then hit that. Okay. So you already got the invitation. Already said. Check your spam folder, please, and check your trash folder. So next one, please. So whoever got invitation, please accept, and also please download the mobile app. Please go to App Store. Yes. Yes, thank you. Thank you. Okay. So whoever got invitation, so please download the mobile app and log in, and please set your notification on. Set your notification on so that whenever I send you a message, you can check and you can reply. Okay. So now check your email, please. I'm not sure why you are not shown here. Yes. No. Yeah, there, please. Okay. Okay. Next, please. Please search your mailbox, so inbox with team or team TEM. I did add this class.
on Wednesday, last Wednesday.
Yeah, you were here. Or you are also in lab, right? I added you also in lab. Did you get an invitation from lab? I don't know why. Yes. Next week.
Can I just input my email?
I don't know. Let us try. So when he in net ID. Yes, please. I don't think I have missed too many people. So whatever I had my your NT ID registered early this week in this class, I added all of you in the weekend. Yeah, can you please try with your... Wait a second. There it is. It is? Emily? Got it? Now check your email, please. That's it. Now the last one. So everybody, please spend a minute and download the mobile app and let us start communicating. Quick communication and collaborative communication using this team app. But let us use it positively. That means do not misuse it. Do not post anything that is subversive to anything. Okay, please. Before you post something, please think a second whether it will impact positively or negatively. And then please do not post any complete solution of an assignment before the deadline. Yes, sir. Kenesa, Kennesaw, all lowercase. Okay, thank you so everybody, and I look forward to seeing you using this app, this feature positively. So let us use it for what as I told you, I have about 300 students. I need to communicate. So it is really difficult for me to respond to your email. So once you find a good program or something good information, then post over here in general. When you put something on general channel, then everybody will get it. Okay, but if like for instance, once you post something, and then if you see that you have done something wrong or you need to make some edit or you need to delete it, then click on the three dot ellipse button, horizontal ellipse button, and click on edit. And then once you click on edit, you can update it and you can edit it, change it, okay, or you can delete it. Okay. Okay. The second thing is that on my YouTube channel, I have posted a number of videos in the weekend and this today. So mainly the video I want all of you to at least watch one time and then follow this video and complete this task so that we can expedite our learning. So some of the things like everybody needs to do, like for instance, everybody needs to install Java, Eclipse, and some of you will have questions. Then which version of Java I will install? How do I see that whether Java is installed on my computer or not? And then how can I create a new Java project with Eclipse? And I have been posting videos over here. So, and also I like to invite you, if you can record a video, I will appreciate it, okay? And then I will have a profit also. Okay, and then, so please record your own video and let us work together in order to enrich our channel. And then especially that this channel, this playlist, I have a video how to write good pseudocodes. How to write good pseudocodes. Maybe some students asked me questions, maybe either from your section or online. I have been teaching also another online section. So some students asked me to give them a video about pseudocode. So I recorded this video on pseudocode, but actually there is a good web page over here. If you go to CSE1322 year experience, then you see that here at the end you see pseudocode information. This is a good page, and please go through these steps, and this is straightforward and very simple. It's not hard writing pseudocode, but ultimately you have to write your pseudocode for a number of times, for assignment and for maybe for your own understanding while writing your own program. Pseudocode is the thing that you will scratch. You will scratch yourself so that it reminds you what are the steps you have to write in order to complete your program. So, but there are some specific rules and specific keywords or reserved keywords for writing pseudocode. For instance, while, and then it has end while. Remember that end while is a single word altogether. So in this video, so I mainly explain how to write pseudocode based on this page. I did some Google search, and this is the best page, one of the best page. It's good in source. So everybody, please go to this page or please watch my video. And I like to do both. This was the video that I have told something new that are not mentioned in this slide, because one of the thing I got a typo over here, that for instance here letter grade, actually variables should be named in a single word. So if there are two words over here, we should use an underscore over here. So maybe there is a typo over here. It should be letter underscore grade. So then it will come letter underscore grade. I will tell them to fix it, but otherwise it is okay. And then especially here I like to emphasize one thing about Git and GitHub. So you know GitHub, last week I asked everybody to create your GitHub account, right? Everybody did that, right? Is there anybody that still do not have a GitHub account? Is there anybody that still does not have any GitHub account? Okay, so that's good. If everybody has GitHub account, so then if you are not used to using GitHub, that's good. It's not don't feel shy. Okay, I learned GitHub many years after I start learning programming. Okay, actually when I went to company, I saw that all companies using my companies are using source control system, so there is no way to avoid this. Actually, GitHub is very convenient tool. So there are only if you know about 15 to 20 commands, then you are good to go. I have made maybe 7 or 8 videos on GitHub. Then if you see this video, you will done almost half of GitHub Git commands. So then in the next month or in a few upcoming weeks, I will add a few more videos to cover almost all of the GitHub commands. But once you start using GitHub, if you need to know something, do a Google search. Then there are tons of information, and there are a lot of YouTube videos. Many videos are better than my videos. Okay, so watch any video and then start or using that. So once you start using, then you will be used to. And within next 3 years or 4 years, you will have a good account with a number of projects. For instance, when I gave interview for my company job, some people were asking me, can you please show us your programming skill, and do you have any GitHub account? Then I showed them, yes, this is my GitHub account. So you see ICTR Guru is my GitHub account. So if you go to ictrguru.com, actually github.com/ictrguru, you will see. Then I have about 64 repositories here. Actually, I have a few more repositories. Those are private. So without login, this will not be private. Repositories are not visible, but these are like public repositories. And also I have started with creating another repository, github.com/CSIT8expert. So recently I have started this GitHub repository, and whatever program I work on this in classroom here or in lab, I will post my program over here on this GitHub account, CSIT expert GitHub account. Okay. So if you follow this account, then you will find you will get notification when I push something. So everybody, please be used to in using GitHub. Okay. Now, in order to work over here, maybe, so I have, if I could see MD, I need to check, so as I told you, I need to check whether Java is installed on this computer or not. Can anybody tell me how can I do that? How can I check whether Java is installed or not? Java space, not underscore, their version. You are almost good. So it says Java 1.8 is _61. That means Java 8 is installed over here with update 161. So if I go here, if I open File Explorer, and then if I go C, and then if I go, so it says here, you see Java, it has okay, so anybody know whether this Java is 32-bit or 64-bit? Anybody know? So by seeing this information, do you know how whether this is a 32-bit Java or 64-bit Java? This is a 32-bit Java. Actually, for 64-bit Java, it would show here server, not client. It would show here 64-bit. So let us see how do I know whether it is 32-bit or 64-bit by looking this version command, version information. Yes. Is going on. So as we know, all 64-bit applications are installed here in program files folder, and all 32-bit programs are installed here in program files x86 on this folder. So you have here, you see on x86 we have Java installed here. So this is the JRE 1.8.0161. So this is JRE, and it has JRE 1.8 and JRE 7. And let us see what we have in this folder, program files folder. It has also Java, but it has JRE. So in this computer, it has only JRE. It does not have JDK. So we will not be able to work. We will not be able to write our Java program with Eclipse on this computer. Because most of the time you may find your computer that with JRE installed. JRE means Java Runtime Environment, but we need JDK, Java Development Kit, to be installed on this computer. So actually, before installing any program, we need to know my computer configuration. So how do I know that? So click on this PC and then click on properties. Then on the properties system information, if it shows 64-bit operating system, you see here, it shows 64-bit operating system and it has x68 processor. That means this computer is running on a 64-bit operating system. So on a 64-bit operating system, I can download either 64-bit applications or 32-bit applications. But if I have a 32-bit operating system running on this computer, I would not be able to install 64-bit application. So remember before, yes.
Hardly anyone makes 32-bit machines anymore.
Actually, old machines. If you have old machine with a XP running on, maybe nobody has this. Okay. Okay. So but that's for learning purpose I'm telling. Okay, thank you for the information. So we will download Java JDK. Let us do Java JDK. Then there is a new version of Java SE10 version. I have not used that 10 version, so I am used to using 8 version. So whatever version you have, you can install. So any version you can install, but I like to install Java 8. I'm used to 8. So I need to install JDK, not server JRE, not JRE. Okay, so I will click on this here, and then I need to accept license agreement, and based on my computer configuration, I will select this one, 64-bit. Okay, then I will click on this here. Then within a few seconds, I will see this warning message, but it's not harmful, so I will keep it. And then once it is downloaded, then I will click on this arrow, and then I will click show on folder, and then I have got the installer, and then I will double click over here. So once I click on this, is say click next, nothing you need to change. So actually, if once you install over here, so what will happen? This will install JDK. You see the JDK folder is coming on. It's just created at 6:54 p.m. Is the right way. Also, you will have JRE8 installed here. So let us finish this, and it will install JRE. Once your Java is installed, then you should restart your computer. Then your new installation will be effective, and then download Eclipse and then install Eclipse. Okay, while it is going on, let me start something else.
I had a question real quick about
Yes.
the quiz and discussion question. There were some people who joined and dropped out and weren't able to attend the first couple of classes, so would you be able to extend
Yes.
the...
Yes. So whoever could not complete the first week assignment and then quizzes, please do it by Wednesday.
You'll have to open it back up again, so I'll do it.
Okay. Then okay. So then do it by, let us see. Tomorrow I will open that. I will see. Okay. And don't worry, I will give an access. I will see. Okay, so I have installed here. So I want to restart this computer. Okay, so according to the syllabus, I should spend this week, rest of this month, for reviewing 1321, so CS1. So there are a lot of stuff in CS1. I don't know how much you covered. And can anyone please suggest me how should I review everything within 2 weeks? Anyone has any suggestion? How should I do that? Because we have a quiz. We have 1 or 2 quizzes maybe. Assignments, yes.
Maybe we could look back on like the lab 1 and physical assignment and upcoming assignment. Just look at concepts that are primarily used there and ask the class if everybody understands or is confused about something, and then we just go into depth there.
Yes, I was planning to that way to review some of the common stuff, but I will see that. Especially, I'm concerned about that something that is in quiz that you do not miss. I like to ensure that. So then, actually, from early September, this course starts with object-oriented programming concept and inheritance. So. Okay, so if I start reviewing 1321, then in 1321 syllabus, I have seen that the first thing I need to cover is data type and debugging and those stuff. Type system, I saw that. Okay, this is from 1321 class. I got it. I saw that the first thing I was teaching in 1321. The first thing is introduction to type system. As you know that we have 2 types of data types that we use in programming. One is primitive data type or built-in data type, and another is a reference data type. So primitive data type, there are 3 types of primitive data type, subtypes. One is numeric type, another Boolean type. Okay, so the numeric type, there are some other kinds like floating point types that we use float and double, and then for integral type, integer, yes. Make it larger.
If you go up and click slideshow,
Thank you. Okay, so for integral types, so we have byte, short, integer, long, and character. Okay, and then for floating point types, that means decimal point type, so we use float and double. I'm talking about Java perspective mainly. And then we have reference type that we use class, and then we use interface, we use array. And if you remember C++, we use, and in C++, we have, also in Java, we have enum type, enumerator or enum type, another type, although that is not mentioned over here. So based on data type, based on our data, we use an appropriate data type. Before we declare a variable, we need to decide, we need to think what kind of data we will be using, and then based on our data, we declare our variables with the specific data type. For instance, so these data types, for instance, float, double, byte, short, integer, long, characters, and these data types, these are the all primitive data types we are talking about. That means that these are the built-in data types. So these data types have length, specific length, like how many bytes of memory space it will occupy when storing the value of the variable. Like for instance, if it is byte, then 1 byte, and then it is character 2 bytes, and then if it is short, then again 2 bytes. Then integer for 4 bytes, and for float 4 bytes, and double 4 bytes. So, but based on the data, every programming, most of the programming systems maintain some specific rule. Let me talk about that. For instance, as we know that if we have 1 byte, then 8 bits, right? 1 byte means 8 consecutive bits, right? And then for short type, we have 2 bytes. For integer, we have 4 bytes, and for long, we have 8 bytes. So once I have 8 bytes long memory space, definitely I will be able to store very large number. And if I have a very few data, for instance, in this class you have only like 110 or 15 students. So if I want to give you a serial number each student, so it will not be a wise decision for me to declare a variable serial number as a long type, because then I have to write your serial number like maybe 64 digits. 64 digit serial number. I don't need to write your serial number 64 digits, like 0000001, right? It will be time consuming, it will be memory consuming. Memory needs to time. So a programmer has to decide. A programmer needs to decide wisely in order to save time, in order to save memory space while declaring a variable. So let's see, for Java perspective, you see, this is the type. So you need the Boolean type. Boolean is a primitive type. It takes only 1 bit in memory, right? That bit is either 0 or 1. So if that bit is 0, then we say the value is false. And this bit is 1, then we say this value is true. So Boolean type takes only true or false value. So it takes only, this is the lowest size data type. It takes only 1 bit. And then after that, we have character that takes 2 bytes, and then byte takes only 1 byte. We have also take short that takes also 2 bytes. I'm going to tell you what is the difference between character and byte. Short, both take 2 bytes, but there is a difference. Although for integer it takes 4 bytes, for long integer it takes 8 bytes or 64 bit. Okay, it does not say, but float it takes 4 bytes and double it takes 64 bytes. So let us go through all of this. So this is here, this chart shows, for instance, this is for first one, this is a character type variable. So what happens when we declare a character type variable on our program? So what happens when we say C, when you say CHARX, so then these X take 2 consecutive memory bytes. For instance, 2 consecutive memory bytes. For instance, this is 1 byte, this is another second byte, this is third byte, this is fourth byte. So these take 2 bytes, 2 consecutive bytes. For instance, these 2 bytes. And then if we give the serial number, like if this byte has 8 bits, right? So this byte has 8 bits, and this byte also has 8 bits. So if we serial it like 0, 1, 2, this is the serial number I'm giving by bitwise. 0, 1, 2, 3. Then the last bit will be, this will be 7, this one will be 8, and this one will be 15, right? 2 consecutive bytes. But in order to explain in my chart, as if I do this way, if I move this next byte to here. I'm sorry, I'm using double color. So then I will have total 16 bytes. So like I will have 16 bytes. So then I can put this byte name as 0, and this is 15. So the 0 and 15 total have 16 bytes, right? 16 bits. 2 bytes equal to 16 bits. So now think that character type is always non-signed, unsigned. So all of the 16 bytes will be used to store binary values, either 0 or 1. So based on, as you know that once we type in A in computer, it internally converts with what? With ASCII code 65, right? The A's position is ASCII code is 65. Everyone knows about ASCII code, right? That means when we type in A on our computer, it internally converts into something what? That if we convert 65 into binary, what we get, actually A is converted into that. So that if we convert A into 65, that then we will get 1 0 0 0 0 1, right? Is 65? 1 2 3 4 5 6 2 to the power 6. Yes. So once we type in A, so then A internally is converted into this. So this is 7 bits, so it takes another 0. So this is why A in ASCII chart, A's position is in 65. So that means when you type in A, that is converted into binary 65. And then for instance, when you type in A, then this A takes position on computer like 1, the last bit will be 1, then 0 0 0 0, then 0 1 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0. Similarly, when we type in B in computer, when we type in B, then B converted into like this 0 1 0 0 0 0, and then 10. 66. That is 66. Right? So this is how. So values are numeric values or alphanumeric values or characters or everything, even sound and images are stored in computer memory. Okay. So now think about this. If for the lowest number, that means we have for character type 2 bytes, 16 bits. If we may have all zeros, right? And we may have, so all zeros equal to 0, and then we may have maximum all 16 ones, right? All 16 ones. So what is the value for all 16 ones? So then this, if you have all 16 ones, then we will get the value 2 to the power 16 minus 1 equal to 65536 minus 1 equal to 65535. So including 0 to 65535, this is the range of a character type variable. When you declare a character type variable, it can take either 0 or in maximum 65535. But if you give any other value greater than this, then that value, that portion will overflow. That portion will go out of range. That will not be stored in memory. This is how computer saves. When you program, our data are saved in computer memory. So this is how for character type we have range. Maybe I'll double check for character. Maybe I did a mistake over here. And let us go to. I will double check character again. So if I did not do any mistake. Okay. Now for byte type, for instance, let us see for byte type. Maybe I did a mistake for byte type. So character type. So we can double check. Okay, got it. Okay, I fixed it. For character type, we will have 0 to 65536, 65535. Okay, so because there is no sign bit. And all of the ASCII code, the ASCII code and Unicode system. In Unicode system, the initial ASCII code are 8 bits. That is to store 0 to 127 up to that character, that value. But today in modern computer we use Unicode system. In Unicode system, almost all human languages, characters of all human languages are covered. Not only in English, but in standard ASCII code or in primitive ASCII code, only 127 characters may stay these are the English characters were covered. Okay, so now let us come to the byte type. So let us understand one thing. If we understand one, then we will understand others. Okay, so what happens when we declare a byte type variable? What happens when we declare, if we say byte X, then what will happen? Then a byte type variable will take 1 byte of memory space. This space will be named as X. So 1 byte has 8 bits, right? So for byte type, the leftmost bit, this bit will be used as signed bit. This bit will be reserved for saving sign bit. For a positive number, we say for a positive number, if we say x equal to 25, this plus is optional, right? We don't write plus 25, right? This plus is optional. So for positive number, we always have this bit 0. And for negative number, if we say negative 25, then we will have this sign bit 1. So then we have the remaining 7 bits, right? These 7 bits can store actual values. So the lowest value could be all, the lowest value could be all 1, lowest value I'm asking, all 1, including this one. So this is negative, right? When this bit is negative, that means 1, and with all 1s is this value. So this value will be negative 2 to the power 7. And then when for a positive number, this value will be 0, right? Then this value is 2 to the power 7 minus 1, 2 to the power 8 minus 1, 2 to the power 8 minus 1, and including we have 0, all zeros over here also. So for 0, there is no matter whether you have 0 here or 1 here. So for all 0. So then that means a positive number, for a negative number, we will have negative 128 to 70, right? So we have 70 over here. Yeah, 7 minus 1. Yeah, 7 minus 1. So negative 2 to the power 8, 2 to the power 7 minus 1. So we have this range over here. So for a byte type, we have a range negative 128 to 127, including 0. Yeah.
Wouldn't it still be negative to the 7th power? Because when you're like in the negative, that first bit can only be a 0 because it can't be 1 because it's a negative number.
For a negative number, no matter whether your number is positive or negative, this bit is your sign bit.
Yeah, right? So if you're negative,
yeah,
then that you would only have 7 choices because that one's already pre-fixed. So wouldn't it still be negative 2 to the 7th power?
Okay, 2 to the power 7 power, right? What is that value?
I don't know.
Negative 2 to the power 7 equal to negative 128, right? Okay, and then for the positive value, we have 1. So for the positive value, 2 to the power 7 minus 1 equal to 2 to the power 128 minus 1 equal to 127. So our range is from negative 128 to 0 to 127 for a byte type. Yeah.
So basically, what you were basically saying is that first sub slot right there has to be, which they have to be.
Well, no, if it's a negative number, then like he was saying earlier, it's a 1, right?
Yeah,
What
it's
you're
a
saying?
negative number. You're saying
Negative number for this bit equal to 1.
Yeah, and then if it's positive, it's 0.
I'm giving the extreme values only. This is the lowest value.
Okay, no, I'm just basically like clarifying. So basically, that first sub slot That's basically determining if the number is negative or positive.
Yeah, it's only drop.
Yeah.
So we don't need to know in detail that I'm giving a heads up, like, okay? We don't need to go in detail of this. So especially I want to give you like to just an overview how our data are set in computer memory, it's variable. So especially for instance, if you see the range of short type has 2 bytes, but there is a difference now. There is a difference between short and character type. Because character type is always positive, there is no sign bit for character type, but there is a sign bit for short type. And especially we need to, most frequently we will use integer type. We will use integer type, especially the range of integer type is this. Range of integer type is this. You see the range of integer type is very large number. How many millions? Maybe 240, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Maybe 2.1 billion maximum one. It's a pretty large number. So now consider that if I have like only 100 students in my class, if I want to give them serial number, it will not be a wise decision for me to declare an integer type variable, right? Because for integer type variable, it will take four consecutive bytes. Okay, I could do it by a byte type variable. I can do it by byte type variable. If I do a byte type variable, then my program will be faster. My program data will not be misused. Memory will not be misused. So the program will be faster. But for a demo program or short program, we will see that most of the time we will do mistake willingly. I mean, we will declare variable integer type even for a looping of 10 iterations. Because for our short program, small programs, we don't care. So how much time it takes? Because we know that it will not take too many memory space and it will not take too much time to execute the program. That is the concept. Yes.
So we're reviewing for quiz 1 right now, correct?
Quiz 1, I'm reviewing 1321. So this is why I asked you, how do you like me to review quiz 1?
So we're just reviewing all of the previous classes, right? And then we're going to take quiz 1 later. And then we've already taken quiz 1. The thing we had due on Sunday was quiz 1.
There's another quiz due maybe this week or next week, right? Next week, right? So okay, let me think myself and let me talk to my other colleagues how they are doing. Okay. So I don't like that I will open the quizzes, okay, on open slide and then show you the actual questions, right? And then I discuss it. But let me see how it should be done effectively, and this is why I was asking your opinion. How do you like it?
Weren't we supposed to have a syllabus quiz for our first quiz?
You have to complete by last Sunday, right?
We never had a quiz. It was quiz 1. The quiz we took last Sunday was quiz 1.
But we never went over it in class.
Yeah. And we had no syllabus quiz. Now I clicked on that quiz assuming it was a syllabus quiz.
Yeah, I thought so. Our people are still developing. Tomorrow I have a meeting with them. I will see, and then I hope I will email you or I will clear you in upcoming class.
So is there?
But nobody will lose it. Okay? Yes.
So is there syllabus? Yes.
Still I'm confused. I did not see any syllabus. Actually,
Yeah, so addressing this question, I also have a question of my own. On the schedule of activities that we have, it says on the assessment deadline for week 1 syllabus quiz, so that's where you should be built.
yeah. So in the weekend you did not find any syllabus quiz?
No. which honestly wants actual content rather than what we thought was questions about.
I will see tomorrow. I will maybe send you a team, a message on team or a team. Okay, quick look at it, my message on team, and then tomorrow I will consult with them. And hopefully I will give you a solution on upcoming class. Yes.
And also, I'll ask a question for a discussion. I read the discussion rubric earlier today, and it said they expect a response to our posts, correct? We expect us to reply to other people's posts. How many posts once in collection? Just one or two?
As many as you can, so that two, whatever you think.
One?
At least two, please some. Please at least respond to some, so that we can see that people see that you are active in this forum.
And this, we have to reply to another post in order to equal discussion.
Yes, make some reply and make this class interactive, so that when you come to this.
I'm asking because like nobody replied to
Let me see. Tomorrow I will have a meeting and then I will ask them. Still, we are developing our syllabus. Okay, so I was here on one thing. I'm not done yet. Okay, so I was installing. What I was doing, I was installing Eclipse over here, right? I wanted to install Eclipse. The first step I did, I installed Java. So then now if I come CMD. See, if I click CMD, then I will get command prompt. So, but once I get command prompt, I like you to do a right click and pin to taskbar. Do a pin to taskbar. So then next time you don't need to click on over here and type in CMD. Then you will get it here, right? So now if I get Java space dash version. Now you see that I have 64-bit server. You see, last time I had client, right? There was 32-bit Java. And now I have 64-bit Java. I got it installed over here. So installation of Java is pretty simple. It's not something tough. So now I will install Eclipse. So if I type in download Eclipse, I will see Eclipse download page over here. So then click over here. The latest version of Eclipse is Eclipse Proton, and then I have 64-bit machine. So I will click over here, and then I will click download, and see within 3 seconds I will get this. I will keep it, and it will take a minute. Actually, it is about 6. Okay, that's good. I got it very quickly. So then this is my Eclipse installer. Then I will double click over here. So please follow this here. Okay. So I like to install it and configure it so that we can quickly work on it on this computer, or even you can work quickly. So then when your Eclipse installer will run, you will see this option, but there are several options. It says Eclipse IDE for Java developer, but I like this one, Eclipse IDE for Java EE developers, enterprise developers. Most of the companies, they use this version, enterprise developer. But if you want to develop a sophisticated software or corporate software, then this version is used, Eclipse IDE for Java developers. But for C++, you can go to the next one. For JavaScript, you can go this one, or PHP, you can go this one. But I will select this one. I will prefer this one. Just here, just install it. You don't need to do anything. It will take a while in order to install it. Okay, so but remember this accept license and then click on accept. Oh, this computer has wired. This is faster. Let's see. So I'm showing you because this installation I like everybody before coming in the upcoming class. So everybody please install Java and Eclipse on your computer. So in the next class I will demonstrate some programs writing on Eclipse. Especially I want to tell you something while it launches for the first time, if you start up for the first time. Is anybody here that has any experience working in internship or in a company? Okay. Anybody has an aim to go to an internship in next year, next summer? That's good. Then please learn at least one language, one object-oriented programming language, preferably Java or whatever language you know. You can feel comfortable. Especially be master in using GitHub, and then anybody needs here? Please come forward. I'm not sure why you don't get it. Please come here and sign it. You need a pen? Or you have a pen? Yeah. Okay, so I have to remember my choices, then accept. So here is the thing, everybody please give attention for a minute, okay? So when you come at this phase, then you will click on launch. Then for first time while Eclipse is running one, here when first time running, and so you will see that you will get this from. So then you don't make it simple. You don't need Eclipse and then dash workspace. Okay, just delete Eclipse dash workspace. Okay, then Eclipse dash, then you will have only workspace. So by default, my workspace is saving under C drive. Then I have users, and then I have my my username, and then I'm getting a workspace folder. So just okay. So then click here and set it as a default workspace so that it does not ask you again and again. So then launch it. Okay. So then when it launches first time, then we will see. So it is launching for first time. So meanwhile, let me go. Okay, so it's launching for first time, right? Already here. So you will see initially the welcome screen, but if you uncheck this box, always show welcome as startup, then next time this welcome skill will not come up. Then, but if you want to bring it again, then click on help and then click on welcome. So this welcome screen actually it has some tutorials and it has some resource links. So when you have some time, so please spend some time to look at some tutorials and sample programs. You will be benefited. Okay, but now I have a Java Eclipse IDE. This is brand new. It has no project in it, right? So at the top more left corner, it shows workspace. Actually, this is the location of my workspace. It is showing my workspace name. My workspace is over here. If I go to this computer and then users and then my username, a lot of users, maybe all professors who logged in here. This is my user. and then within my username it is showing workspace. This is an empty workspace. Okay. Now I want to show you something quickly. If I want to, like I have my github.com. I have my GitHub account, and from my GitHub account I have some five repositories. So 5 repositories, you see that this one my world, and this one CSE1321 review, and this one is 1322 review. Okay, and this one is Java programming A to Z. This one is forked from another place. But you see the difference between these and these two. Okay, you understand the difference between these and these? There is something here, right? Something here, color Java and Apache, and but it does not have color Java. Okay, it has Python, it has Java, and it has Java, but this does not have. That means this is an empty repository. In GitHub we say repository or repo, but in Eclipse we will say project. Same thing. Instead of saying project here, we will say repository. It says repository or project, same thing. Okay, but this project is empty. This repository is empty. It has no actual programs. These are the initially created programs. If you see my videos over here, you will be able to create this. Okay. And for this one, I have like CSE1321 review. For this one, I have some programs over here. So I like to show you how efficient to use GitHub. So I can download, but if I download, it will be difficult. I want to clone. So then I will click over here. Then once I click over here, the entire address will be copied. So then I will open command prompt, and then I will go cd, then space w. If I press W and then press tab, then it will show my workspace. Then press enter. Now I'm in workspace folder. Now I will clone this project. That means I will copy a version of this, the entire project, in my local folder. Okay, so then here in local folder, you see my workspace is empty now. It has nothing. Okay, so then I will git clone command is very simple. One line. Git space, all git commands start with git space. Remember, git is a very useful and nice tool, but it is not integrated with Windows or iOS. So you have to install it separately. And then git space clone. Oh, did I install git over here? Git dash version. I'm sorry, I did not install Git over here, but I need a minute. Just Git. If I type in Git and then download Git, it's very simple. You see how I install Git in a minute. So then, I'm sure I will release in 5 minutes. Okay. So then I will click. This is the downloader, and next. Installation of Git is very simple. Click on next. You don't need to do anything. Then once your installation is done, then you will be able to use your Git command. And you will be able to clone your project from your GitHub account into your computer. Okay, so it's completely GitHub installation is done. I can launch Git bash or I cannot launch. Okay, no matter. I finish it. Okay, this is showing Git release node. I don't need this. Okay, so then I have, if I give this same command git dash version, I'm sorry, I need to restart this computer. Otherwise it won't work. So I need to restart this computer. So once you restart this computer, I will be able to clone this. But maybe I can show you on this computer in a minute. Okay, so if I have git installed on the computer, I can say git version git space dash dash version. This time I have to give two dashes. Okay, for checking Java version I give only one dash, but I have to give two versions. Sorry, I don't have git installed on this computer yet. Maybe I will show you in next time, or if you please look at these videos. If you please look at these videos, how to install Git and how to do this program. I will see you next class. Anyone has any question? Joshua, right? Your name is Joshua? Send me an email.
No, I was David. So, I signed up for the lab for Saturday, so I want to get back to the lab Thursday. Yeah, for the lab. Yeah, I watched it, and I heard the part where your TA basically said at the time how they wanted to do a lot of feature stuff, and they uploaded to become repository. So I just want to let you know how to check mine on the list.
So you will come in the upcoming class, right? Please try to get it.
Yeah, already.
Remind me again, where are you on Microsoft Teams?
Microsoft Teams. Yeah. You can download from our App Store.
Yeah.
I do have one Windows 7 computer that I'm using.
Okay, so is that Windows 64-bit or 32-bit?
It's 32 bits.
Then you will download 32-bit application. Maybe that's your old computer, right?
You said it was available through the browser?
Yes. You can get through browser.
And your name on the service is?
For what?
For Microsoft Teams.
Microsoft Teams, you will not see my class. You will see maybe my name of Hussain. How did you see my invitation? My class name or my name? My class name? 1322. CSE1322. What do you know, Sani? Yes. You can do it. But in my class, if you know other languages, you can learn Java.
So for the labs, because I wasn't able to ask off before I got this class for the first 2 weeks, so I won't be here Thursday.
Yeah.
Is there anything we do in class that you can check off?
I think lab is required. So if you need, I will post something on YouTube channel.
Okay.
Watch the
Video. Thank you.
So I switched out of my other lab class so that I could be in your lab class. I did that. I did it on the last day. I think it was the 19th. So what did I miss?
Watch the video. So you see on this channel, you will see lab. There is a playlist. If you go here and see playlist, you will see one of the playlist lab, 1322 lab.
Okay.
Okay. So I have one class, the lab class 1, section 1,
Okay.
first class.
I'm in the one on Thursday at like later night.
Yeah, this is the only one I'm checking Thursday night.
Okay, awesome. All right, thank you very much.
Okay. Welcome.
Are you going to open the quiz at 1?
Yes, and let's see what I can do. Is you missed that?
Yeah, because this is my first day to late registration.
Okay. I'll see tomorrow. I will be. Can you please send me an email?
Okay, that's I have missed the quiz 1.
Yeah. Yes.
actually click on the quiz 2 thing.
Okay.
You would know something else right.
Yeah, please send me an email so that I can know that I can open for you, not for everybody. Yes.
So are you gonna reset the quizzes? What's the deal with that?
So please send me an email. Maybe I don't need to reset for everyone. So whoever missed, I want to reset. I think if I can do one-to-one.
Yeah.
Tomorrow I will see. I will have a meeting with them.
Would you mind sending out an announcement